Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? Alexandra here, founder of Life with Herpes. I am actually at the airport. I'm gate number one, like, like literally number one. So I'm at the very end. Normally, the Las Vegas airport has like slot machines and it's busy, but I'm at the very end. Anyways, welcome. I am founder of Life with Herpes. I was diagnosed with HSV1 in 2003 and HSV2 in 2017. No, 2011. I've been talking about this publicly since 2017. So this is your opportunity to ask your questions, anything from disclosing, anything from dating, anything from what's the difference between HSV1 and HSV2? How do I know what's oral and what's genital? All sorts of things like that. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to tap the screen so that I can say thank you for those of you that are joining me while I'm at Las Vegas Airport. I am heading off for a business trip with my husband. My husband has a business trip, and I'm excited to be able to accompany him so that I can take naps and sleep in and not have any responsibilities. So as you know, for those of you that have joined me on lives before, I answer the questions in the order in which they arrive. If you've been on lives with me before, you know that I get hundreds of questions. I do my best to get through all of them. I am going to start boarding the plane in about 7 minutes, so I don't have a ton of time to get through all the questions. Earlier, last night we had our support group call, and we were talking about the difference between choosing to enter into a relationship with someone that has herpes or entering into a relationship unknowing that your partner has herpes. And so both of them have mental, I don't want to say blocks, I don't want to say consequences. Both of them have mental hurdles we have to get over. So one of the women on our call saying, I chose to enter into a relationship. And so with that whole mindset, she was feeling like self-punishment. Like, I chose this. I created this for myself. This was something I did. I knew going into it. And she felt the ultimate betrayal because her partner, disclosed. And then once she contracted HSV, he found her no longer attractive. So that was kind of the story. Vice versa, we had other people on the call that were saying, my partner didn't know, or my partner didn't disclose to me, and now I have it, and that's the ultimate betrayal, when a partner doesn't disclose. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit about, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, whether it is the, hey, I knew that my partner had HSV, or I did not know my partner had HSV. There still are those feelings of betrayal. There still are those feelings of, oh-ish, what just happened? How am I going to navigate my life? Am I ever going to be accepted? Am I ever going to accept myself? So these are all things that we go through. Guys, I see the hearts. I'm just going to go ahead and tap with you. Thanks for joining me this morning while I am at the airport waiting to board. Also, don't mind my voice. My husband was sick. I picked it up a little bit, but thank you for joining me. So guys, what questions do you specifically have? Last night, another question that we had is yeah, please, Derek, ask your questions. I answer them in the order that they come, so I don't always get through all of them, but I do my best to answer them in the order that they come. One of the questions last night on our support group call is, wait, HSV1 is oral and HSV2 is genital, and wait, oral herpes, genital herpes, what's the difference? So I just want to make some clarifications. So HSV1 is most commonly associated with oral herpes, but it doesn't mean that it stays there. In fact, now a lot of people are getting HSV1 genital, okay? Because we're doing things with our mouth, because we're not aware that HSV1 can be transmitted down there. And so we have a lot of our teens, a lot of our people in our 20s, our youth, getting HSV1 genital. But HSV1 or HSV2 can be either oral or genital. So you would classify what you have based on the location. So you would say like, oh, I have genital herpes would mean that I have either HSV1 genital or HSV2 genital. Another thing I want to make sure that we're aware of is just because it's not necessarily on the genital area, let's say it's on your hamstring, that still is considered genital herpes, right? So we have this idea of like it has to be on it, that area, and it can be anywhere in the boxer region. It can be anywhere, you know, on your tailbone, it can be on your hamstring, it can be on your inner thigh, it can be on your hip bone, it can be below your belly button. That too is considered genital herpes. What were my symptoms? Was your partner aware he or she had it? So my partner, my ex-boyfriend at the time in 2011 was not aware that he had it. He was asymptomatic for herpes, so he didn't know he had it. And my symptoms were swollen glands, like just everything down there was swollen lymph nodes. I didn't feel well. I just felt achy. I felt flu-like symptoms, like I was coming down with something. And then the whole area was just inflamed and almost like it was like, it's gonna sound funny, but I like to use the word weepy. The area down there was weepy, like it was trying to fight off an infection. And so I had that for a couple of days, and then it went into the blisters. So that's how I know. And for me, it was blisters everywhere. It was all over. I mean, it was like Armageddon down there. How long did it take for you to have symptoms? So I'm not really sure. It was 6 weeks. Once we became intimate, it was 6 weeks once I got it. So who knows? You know, when I came down with it, we were on a holiday together. We were in Palm Springs for a couple days. So that could have been what did it, or I could have gotten it the week before. I don't know, but we were intimate for a total of 6 weeks before I had my first symptoms. Does it affect my day-to-day life in any ways? No, you know, it doesn't impact. There are things that I have to consider. Hold on. Okay, it's not that. It does. There are things, like if I do have an outbreak, you know, I do have to communicate that with my husband. We do have to get creative. We do have to, you know, get creative to be intimate if we want to be intimate at that point. But day to day, not at all. Am I more careful about my immune system? Absolutely. Am I more careful about getting, so for me, what causes outbreaks is adrenaline or stress. So do I mind my stress a little bit more? Absolutely. Am I aware? Do I try to do things that lower my stress levels? Absolutely. And so I would say in a positive way that's affected my day-to-day life, but does it affect it? No. I definitely also I'm more aware of the supplements I take. I don't have them in front of me, but I do have all my supplements linked. You can check them out, or wherever you're watching this, you can tap on it. But I do take Lysine, L-lysine, which is an essential amino acid. Basically, it helps block the replication of the HSV virus. I also take Monolaurin, which is lauric acid, which helps break down the outer shell of an enveloped virus. The HSV virus is an enveloped virus. So it helps break that down so that my immune system can penetrate when there is an outbreak. And then lastly, I take Andrographis, which is very potent and powerful when fighting the HSV virus. Guys, I see the hearts. I'm going to tab with you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all that. We'll just get a view of what's happening at the Las Vegas airport. I'm kind of outside a bar here. Anyways, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you take those supplements while pregnant? So I am not a doctor. Hold on. No, it's not us. So I'm not a doctor. When I was pregnant, I did not take them. That was the choice that my doctor said, look, you know, a lot of these things like lysine is in our foods. No, that's my husband. Lysine is in the foods that we consume. And so you do get it from foods you consume, but I chose not to take extra supplements. But consult your doctor, see what he or she says, and see what you guys as a partner with your doctor feel are most comfortable. I did wait until, as far as breastfeeding, I waited until I was like, I don't know, like 6 months breastfeeding before I started taking these supplements. I minded what I was taking. I don't have the supplements on me. They're all linked here. So I take L-lysine. Can I write? Do you guys know? Can I, let's see. No. How do I, no. I don't know how I can no. Sorry, I'm trying to comment. Here we go. It's been a while. So I take Lysine. I take Monolaurin. And I take, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce it, Grapphis. I take Andrographis. So those are what I take. They're all linked for you. You do get a discount. You do get 10% off if you purchase them through that link, which is awesome. Okay, guys, my flight's getting ready to board, so I do need to go. Let me just go through and see if there's any last questions. Does it throw my pH off? I don't believe it does. You're welcome for answering your questions. The guy that I got herpes from, no, I'm no longer with him. That broke up. Oh, my husband's texting me. I do have to go, you guys. Thanks for joining me while I'm at the Las Vegas airport. I'm gonna just give you guys some more taps. I appreciate you. Thank you. You guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next live. Any guesses on where I'm traveling to? Any guesses? All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you, and I will see you all soon. Bye. See if I can turn off this. Okay, bye, guys.